What makes a woman truly stand out in a world filled with distractions and chaos? Is it beauty, success, or something deeper? Today, we're diving into the hidden traits that set a high-value woman apart from the rest. Think about the women in your life. Your mother, a sister, a colleague, maybe even someone you just met. What makes them different? What is it that sets certain women apart from the rest? Is it their confidence, their inner strength, or perhaps something you can't quite put your finger on? You see, a high-value woman isn't just defined by what she wears or how successful she is in her career. There's a deeper essence, traits that often go unnoticed by those who don't take the time to truly see her. But what exactly makes a woman high value? Why does it matter? And how can you spot one in a world that often celebrates the shallow? By the end of this video, you'll not only be able to spot a high-value woman, but you'll also discover how to embody these traits and elevate your own life. 2. Self-confidence. Self-confidence is one of the most defining traits of a high-value woman. She doesn't seek validation from others because she already understands her worth. There's a quiet assurance about her, a belief in herself that doesn't require loud declarations or boastful displays. It's the kind of confidence that radiates without even trying, simply because she knows who she is and what she stands for. Imagine walking into a crowded room, and as you glance around, you notice one woman who doesn't need to speak to get everyone's attention. She isn't trying to impress anyone or prove herself. She stands tall, makes eye contact, and moves with purpose. There's a calm in her presence, a self-assuredness that makes others take notice, not because she's demanding it, but because her confidence is undeniable. This woman isn't focused on competing for approval, she simply is. Why does this matter? A woman who exudes self-confidence knows her value and won't settle for anything less than she deserves. She doesn't tolerate disrespect, and she establishes healthy boundaries that protect her peace. Her confidence empowers her to thrive in any environment, whether it's at work, in relationships, or within her own personal growth. She's a magnet for opportunities because when you value yourself, the world tends to value you too. Confidence isn't just attractive, it's powerful. 3. Emotional independence. Emotional independence is a cornerstone of what makes a high-value woman truly stand out. She doesn't rely on others to dictate how she feels or to provide the emotional stability she needs. While she deeply values her relationships, she knows how to manage her emotions without depending on someone else's attention or validation. Her emotional well-being is her responsibility, and she takes it seriously. Consider the story of Sarah, who went through a difficult breakup. While many would have lost themselves in sorrow and uncertainty, Sarah chose a different path. Instead of drowning in sadness or seeking constant reassurance from friends and family, she focused on her own healing. She took up new hobbies, spent time reflecting, and surrounded herself with positivity. Slowly, she rediscovered her passions and rebuilt her confidence, showing incredible emotional resilience. Sarah didn't let the pain of the breakup define her. She emerged stronger, wiser, and more in tune with her true self. Why is this so important? Emotional independence isn't about shutting others out. It's about taking responsibility for your own emotional well-being. A high-value woman knows that she can't pour from an empty cup, so she nurtures herself first. She doesn't get caught up in others' drama or let her emotions be at the mercy of external factors. Instead, she stays grounded, self-aware, and emotionally resilient, ready to face life's challenges with strength and clarity. 4. Clear boundaries. Clear boundaries are essential to a high-value woman. She knows what she will tolerate and what she won't, and she's not afraid to communicate those limits. Whether it's in relationships, at work, or in friendships, she stands firm in her convictions, ensuring that her space and emotional health are respected. Take the example of Jessica, who had been in a long-term friendship where her friend constantly belittled her achievements and made passive-aggressive comments. After a while, Jessica realized that this behavior was toxic and started to take a toll on her self-esteem. Instead of silently tolerating it, she had an honest conversation with her friend. She calmly but firmly stated that she wouldn't accept disrespectful behavior anymore and that their friendship could not continue if it didn't change. Her friend tried to push back, but Jessica stuck to her boundaries. She remained graceful but unwavering in her decision, choosing her self-respect over the fear of losing a friendship. Why does this matter? Boundaries are the foundation of healthy relationships. A high-value woman doesn't wait for others to treat her right. She teaches them how to by setting clear, consistent, and firm boundaries. She refuses to let anyone undermine her worth, and in doing so, she creates relationships built on mutual respect. Boundaries are not walls, they are bridges to healthier, more fulfilling connections. 5. Respectful communication. Respectful communication is a hallmark of a high-value woman. She values honesty and clarity, never resorting to manipulation or games. When something is on her mind, she addresses it directly and tactfully, ensuring that her message is conveyed without unnecessary conflict. Take the example of Emily, who was dealing with a frustrating situation at work. A colleague had been constantly taking credit for her ideas during meetings. Instead of letting her frustration build up or confronting the colleague angrily, Emily chose a different approach. After the meeting, she calmly approached her colleague, expressing her feelings without raising her voice or sounding accusatory. She simply said, "I noticed that some of my ideas were brought up as your own in the meeting. I value our collaboration and want to make sure we both get the credit we deserve moving forward." Her tone was respectful and her intent was clear. Why does this matter? Honest and respectful communication is the foundation of any strong relationship. When a high-value woman speaks her truth with clarity, she fosters trust, understanding, and mutual respect. Rather than letting misunderstandings or resentment fester, she creates an environment where open dialogue leads to resolution and growth. Her communication skills not only empower her to maintain healthy relationships, but also inspire others to do the same. 6. High standards. A high-value woman holds herself to high standards and expects the same from others. She doesn't settle for mediocrity, whether in relationships, career, or personal growth. She knows that settling leads to dissatisfaction, and she strives for greatness in every area of her life. Take the story of Sarah, a talented graphic designer who had been stuck in a job that didn't challenge her. Despite her potential, she had been staying in the position for comfort and security. One day, she realized she was no longer passionate about the work and it was affecting her happiness. Instead of staying in an unfulfilling role, Sarah decided to take action. She began applying for positions at top design agencies, even though it meant starting over and taking risks. After months of hard work and rejections, Sarah finally landed her dream job. Not only did the position offer better opportunities, but it also aligned with her passion and values. Why does this matter? High standards are a reflection of self-respect. By refusing to settle for anything less than the best for herself, a high-value woman attracts only the highest quality people, opportunities, and experiences into her life. She knows her worth and isn't afraid to demand respect in all aspects of life. When you maintain high standards, you create a life that reflects your values and aspirations, leading to deeper fulfillment and success. 7. Self-discipline. A high-value woman understands that success doesn't come from waiting for motivation to strike. She knows that self-discipline is the key to progress. She creates the motivation by setting clear goals and sticking to them, even when the journey gets tough. Consider the story of Emma, a woman who dreamed of running her own fitness business. She woke up every morning at 5 a.m. to work on her business before going to her day job. Despite feeling exhausted and overwhelmed, Emma made a habit of pushing through and staying focused. She would take time each day to learn, strategize, and build connections, even when it seemed like the results were far off. Over time, her hard work paid off. Emma's business grew, and eventually she was able to leave her job and pursue her passion full-time. Why does this matter? Self-discipline is the backbone of long-term success. A high-value woman doesn't wait for perfect conditions or inspiration. She creates them. She takes responsibility for her own progress and makes sure that she's constantly moving toward her goals. Whether it's waking up early, resisting distractions, or pushing through setbacks, she understands that discipline is what separates those who succeed from those who don't. Self-discipline helps her not only reach her goals, but maintain the consistency required for lasting growth and success. 8. Self-awareness. A high-value woman is deeply in tune with herself. She takes the time to reflect on her thoughts, emotions, and actions, understanding that self-awareness is key to personal growth and making healthy decisions. She knows her strengths, acknowledges her weaknesses, and is always striving to become the best version of herself. Take the story of Lily, a woman who made a mistake at work by overcommitting herself and burning out. Instead of blaming others or making excuses, Lily took the time to reflect on what had happened. She recognized that she had been ignoring her own needs and trying to please everyone around her. After this realization, Lily learned to set better boundaries and prioritize her well-being. She grew stronger and more self-assured, never repeating the same mistake again. Why does this matter? Self-awareness is the foundation for personal growth. A high-value woman doesn't let her emotions or impulsive reactions dictate her decisions. Instead, she takes time to reflect on her experiences and learns from them. She knows what she wants and makes choices that align with her values and true self. This leads to a life of authenticity, where every decision feels aligned with her purpose. Through self-awareness, a high-value woman creates a life that reflects her true essence, attracting only those and opportunities that complement her growth. 9. Authenticity. A high-value woman is unapologetically herself. She doesn't try to fit into molds created by others or seek approval. Instead, she embraces her individuality, flaws and all, and moves through the world with a quiet confidence that comes from being true to who she is. Her authenticity is her superpower. Consider the story of Zoe, an artist who decided to pursue her passion for painting despite the skepticism of her family and friends. While many advised her to take a more practical route, Zoe trusted her instincts. She spent years honing her craft, refusing to compromise her artistic vision. Slowly but surely, her work began to resonate with others. Today, Zoe is not only a successful artist, but also an inspiration to others who dare to follow their true calling. Why does this matter? Authenticity is magnetic. When a woman embraces who she truly is, she naturally attracts people and opportunities that align with her values and vision. It creates a space where she can thrive in both her personal and professional life. By living authentically, she builds genuine connections and shows others that they too have permission to be themselves. A high-value woman understands that the path to fulfillment is through embracing her true self. Her authenticity not only empowers her, but also inspires those around her to do the same. 10. Empathy and compassion. A high-value woman embodies empathy and compassion. She has the ability to understand and connect with others on a deep level, offering support when it's needed most. Her compassion is not motivated by any expectation of reward. It comes from a genuine desire to make a positive impact in the lives of those around her. Take the story of Mia, a woman who noticed her close friend, Emma, going through a tough time after a personal loss. Despite her own busy schedule, Mia took time out of her day to check on Emma, listen to her fears, and offer comforting words of encouragement. When Emma needed help with day-to-day tasks, Mia didn't hesitate. She didn't expect anything in return, but the bond between them grew stronger as a result of Mia's selflessness. Why does this matter? Empathy and compassion are powerful qualities that elevate a woman's value. They allow her to build strong, meaningful relationships based on trust and care. A high-value woman knows that kindness is not a sign of weakness, but rather a strength that fosters deep connections and emotional growth. It's through empathy that she can navigate challenges with others and offer the support they need to rise above. A woman who is empathetic and compassionate brings warmth and understanding into her relationships, creating a space where both herself and others can thrive emotionally. This gives her a level of respect and admiration that only a truly high-value woman can inspire. 11th, independence. A high-value woman embraces independence in every aspect of her life. She is self-sufficient, both financially and emotionally, and understands that true fulfillment comes from within, not from relying on others. Whether it's handling her finances, making career decisions, or pursuing her personal goals, she stands strong on her own. Consider the story of Ava, who started her own business after years of dreaming about it. She didn't wait for approval or depend on anyone's help. She took the risk, worked hard, and gradually built a successful venture. Ava not only provided for herself, but also created a future that aligned with her values and aspirations. While she valued relationships, she didn't let them define her worth or success. Her independence was a choice that empowered her to thrive on her terms. Why does this matter? Independence is a vital trait of a high-value woman. It allows her to make choices without being swayed by external influences or societal expectations. It gives her the freedom to be herself, pursue her goals, and grow without limits. A woman who is truly independent carries a sense of self-respect that demands respect from others. Independence is not about rejecting help or companionship, but rather about knowing that her happiness and success lie within her own hands. This autonomy allows her to be confident in her decisions, trust her judgment, and never settle for less than she deserves. 12th, strong work ethic. A high-value woman understands that success doesn't come easy. She works tirelessly toward her goals, knowing that hard work and perseverance are the keys to achieving her dreams. She doesn't cut corners, procrastinate, or seek shortcuts. Instead, she puts in the effort and consistently shows up, even when the going gets tough. Take the story of Maria, a woman who started her career in a competitive industry with little experience. Despite facing constant setbacks and rejections, she continued working relentlessly, learning new skills and refining her craft. Over time, her dedication began to pay off as she climbed the ladder, earning respect and recognition for her unwavering commitment. Maria's journey wasn't easy, but her work ethic and resilience led her to success. Why does this matter? A strong work ethic is one of the most important traits of a high-value woman. It shows that she values her goals and is willing to put in the necessary effort to reach them. Whether in her career, personal life, or relationships, she applies the same level of dedication and commitment. This sets her apart from others and establishes her as someone who can be counted on to achieve greatness. A high-value woman knows that success doesn't happen overnight, but with consistency, discipline, and a willingness to work hard, she can overcome any challenge and turn her dreams into reality. 13th, non-dramatic nature. A high-value woman possesses the remarkable ability to remain composed and calm, no matter the chaos unfolding around her. She doesn't indulge in petty drama or escalate situations unnecessarily. Instead, she approaches conflicts with a level head, seeking solutions rather than fueling tension. Consider the story of Sarah, a woman who works as a team leader in a fast-paced corporate environment. One day, her department faces a major project setback due to a mistake made by a colleague. While the team is filled with frustration and panic, Sarah remains calm. Instead of pointing fingers or becoming agitated, she gathers her team, listens to everyone's concerns, and calmly discusses how they can resolve the issue together. Her poise helps the team refocus, and they manage to get the project back on track without letting emotions interfere. Why does this matter? A non-dramatic nature is vital for maintaining emotional control and clarity, especially in times of stress. A high-value woman's ability to handle pressure without resorting to drama is a sign of maturity and emotional intelligence. This quality helps her stay grounded, even in the most challenging situations, and allows her to make thoughtful decisions without being clouded by unnecessary emotions. In a world full of distractions and chaos, the high-value woman stands out by staying calm, composed, and focused on what truly matters, maintaining control over her emotions and creating an atmosphere of peace and resolution. 14. Integrity. A high-value woman's integrity is a cornerstone of her character. She is someone whose word holds weight, and she consistently follows through on her promises. No matter the situation, she stands firm in her values, even when doing so may be difficult or come at a personal cost. Take the story of Emily, a woman in a leadership position at a non-profit organization. One day, she learns that a close colleague has been cutting corners on a project in order to meet deadlines. Emily is faced with a difficult choice: turn a blind eye and protect her colleague, or stand up for what's right, even if it means confronting someone she cares about. Emily chooses to address the issue directly, despite the potential fallout. She reports the misconduct to higher management and supports a thorough investigation. Though this decision costs her a valued relationship with her colleague, it earns her the respect of her team and reinforces the organization's commitment to ethical standards. Why does this matter? Integrity is the foundation of trust, and trust is the essential building block of any meaningful relationship, whether personal or professional. A high-value woman builds respect by consistently doing the right thing, even when it's hard. Her commitment to integrity ensures that people can rely on her, making her not only trustworthy, but someone who stands as an example of honesty and moral strength. In a world that sometimes rewards shortcuts, a high-value woman remains unwavering in her commitment to doing the right thing, ensuring she leaves a lasting, positive impact. 15. Passionate about growth. A high-value woman is not satisfied with staying in one place. She is always looking for ways to improve and evolve, whether it's through reading, attending workshops, or pushing herself outside her comfort zone. She is committed to constant growth. This passion for self-improvement ensures she stays adaptable, open to new opportunities, and never stagnates. Take the story of Sarah, a woman in her 30s working in a fast-paced tech industry. After years of working as a project manager, she realizes that in order to keep advancing in her career, she needs to develop a deeper understanding of coding. Despite her initial hesitation, she decides to take an online coding course in her spare time. It's difficult, and there are many moments of frustration, but Sarah keeps going, driven by her desire to learn and grow. After 6 months, not only does she gain proficiency in coding, but she also lands a promotion to a technical leadership role, one that was previously out of reach. Why does this matter? A passionate commitment to growth keeps a high-value woman adaptable in an ever-changing world. She doesn't settle for comfort or complacency. Instead, she actively seeks ways to challenge herself and expand her skills. By doing so, she positions herself for long-term success, never allowing herself to stagnate in either her career or personal development. Her passion for growth ensures she is always evolving, opening the door to new opportunities and greater achievements. 16th, positivity. A high-value woman's positivity isn't just about maintaining a good attitude. It's a mindset that fuels her ability to thrive, even in the face of adversity. She understands that setbacks are a part of life, but instead of letting them define her, she looks for solutions and uses challenges as opportunities for growth. Take Emma, for example. She works as a marketing manager at a fast-growing startup. One day, her team faces a significant setback. A major campaign they worked on for months falls short of expectations. Instead of getting discouraged or pointing fingers, Emma maintains a positive attitude. She gathers her team together, acknowledging the disappointment but encouraging them to focus on what they can learn from the experience. With her optimism, they brainstorm a new strategy and make necessary adjustments. Within weeks, they launch a revamped campaign that ultimately exceeds expectations, bringing in new clients and strengthening their brand. Why does this matter? Positivity not only attracts opportunity, but also fosters resilience. A high-value woman knows that challenges are inevitable, but she views them through a lens of growth rather than failure. This optimistic outlook helps her navigate life's ups and downs with strength and grace. It also inspires those around her, creating a ripple effect of positive energy that can transform situations and relationships. By maintaining her positivity, she positions herself for long-term success, no matter the obstacles she faces. 17. Focused on the present. A high-value woman understands the power of being present. She doesn't dwell on past mistakes or obsess over future uncertainties. Instead, she focuses on the here and now, making each moment count. This mindfulness helps her build meaningful relationships, achieve success, and live a fulfilled life. Take Mia, for example. As a successful entrepreneur, Mia has built her business from the ground up. One afternoon, during a crucial meeting with potential investors, Mia notices that one of her team members seems distracted. Instead of rushing through the meeting, Mia decides to address the present moment. She asks her team member if everything is okay, and they have a brief but important conversation about a personal issue that's affecting their focus. Mia's ability to be present and genuinely care about her team's well-being creates a stronger bond and, ultimately, leads to a more productive and successful meeting. Why does this matter? Living in the present allows a high-value woman to give her full attention to what truly matters. By not getting bogged down by regrets or anxiety about the future, she can foster deeper connections with others and seize opportunities as they arise. This mindful approach helps her build lasting relationships and make thoughtful decisions, both in her personal and professional life. In the end, being present is key to living a purposeful and fulfilling life. 18. Self-care. A high-value woman understands that she cannot pour from an empty cup. She knows that to be her best self in her personal life, relationships, and career, she must prioritize self-care. This includes nurturing her physical, mental, and emotional well-being, ensuring she has the energy to give to others. Take Sarah, for example. Sarah is a successful professional, managing a busy career and family life. One evening, after a particularly hectic week, she decides to put everything on hold and dedicate a few hours just for herself. She takes a warm bath, lights a candle, and spends time journaling her thoughts, reflecting on her goals and the emotions she's been carrying. Sarah also gets an early night of restful sleep, knowing that taking care of herself will allow her to tackle tomorrow with renewed energy. Why is this important? Self-care isn't selfish, it's essential. A high-value woman knows that she must be at her best to show up fully for others, whether it's in her personal relationships or her work. By making self-care a priority, she ensures she's mentally and physically able to tackle life's challenges and opportunities with clarity and strength. When she nurtures herself, she can offer the best version of herself to the world, creating more meaningful and impactful connections. These 18 signs and traits aren't just characteristics, they're the foundation of what makes a woman truly high value. By embodying these traits, you can elevate your life, your relationships, and your self-worth. Take a moment to reflect on which traits you can develop or improve upon, and remember that growth is a journey, not a destination. If you found these insights valuable, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more empowering content. And remember, high value isn't about perfection, it's about progression. Keep working on yourself and watch how your life transforms.